Hello friends, welcome to CAD Maniac. In this AutoCAD 2023 3D complete tutorial for beginners, we will learn about AutoCAD 3D modeling. We will model 15 3D models in this AutoCAD for Mechanical Engineering series, and the second AutoCAD 3D drawing will be a surprise for you all. I can guarantee you all that you have never seen something like that. And after the 15th AutoCAD 3D drawing, there will be a bonus part as well, something about AutoCAD 3D to 2D conversion. So I hope you all will like this AutoCAD 3D tutorial for beginners series. So without further delay, let's start the first 3D model. So first I'll create this front profile. So I'll set the UCS to front first. For that, type UCS and press enter. Type FR for front and press enter to set the UCS to front. Now I'll create a rectangle of 200 units length and 40 plus 10, that is 50 units width. So type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type D and press enter to specify dimension. Specify length as 200, press enter. Specify width as 50, press enter again. And then just left click to create the rectangle. Now I'll create these rectangles of 50 and 10. So repeat rectangle command, click at this snap, type D and press enter, specify length as 50, press enter, specify width as 10, press enter again, and then left click as shown to place the rectangle. Repeat rectangle command and draw a same size rectangle in this side as shown. Now this one is 25 and 10 at a distance of 37.5 from this snap. So repeat rectangle command, take 37.5 units extension towards right from the snap as shown and draw a rectangle of 25 units length and 10 units width as shown. Now this is 25 and this is 100. So I'll take line command and take 25 units extension upwards from the endpoint snap as shown and draw a line of 10 units towards right as shown. Now this is 40 and this one is 60. So repeat line command and take 60 units extension towards left from the endpoint snap as shown and then connect at this snap. Always right click to exit from any command. Now I'll convert this part into 3D. This is 100 units. So I'll use press pull command, click inside this boundary and extrude it backwards by 100 units as shown. Right click to exit. I'll erase all the 2D lines. Now I'll draw this part by using polyline command, this one as well. And this is at a distance of 15 units from this corner. So first I'll set the UCS to world.top. So type UCS and press enter. Type W and press enter to set it to world. Now type PL and press enter. Take 15 units extension towards right from the endpoint snap as shown. Move the cursor this way, type 40 and press enter. Now there is an arc. So type A and press enter. Move this way. Specify diameter of the arc as 50. Press enter. Then type L and press enter to activate line. Click at this perpendicular snap. And then type C and press enter to close the polyline. So this is done. Now I'll draw the next polyline from this corner. So repeat polyline command. Click at this snap. Draw a line of 50 towards this side as shown. Then type A and press enter. Specify arc diameter as 70. Press enter. Then type L and press enter and draw a line of 50 towards this side as shown. Then type C and press enter to close the polyline. Now select this part, right click, go to isolate and click on hide object to hide it. Now I'll draw two circles of 6 radius and 12.5 radius. So type C and press enter. Click at this center snap. Type 6 and press enter. Right click to repeat circle command. Click at the center snap. Type 12.5 and press enter. Now this is 15 dia and this one is 25. So repeat circle command and draw two circles as shown. This slot is 10 wide, so give line command and draw two lines as shown. I'll offset the lines by 5 units, so type O and press enter. Specify offset distance as 5, press enter again. Then select the line and click on both sides to offset as shown. Right click to exit from offset command. Now erase these two lines. Now I'll trim a few parts. So type TR and press enter and trim all the parts as shown. So trimming is done. Now I have to rotate these parts, this one by 20 degrees and this one by 30 degrees. So first select this one, type 3DR and press enter for 3D rotate command. Specify this midpoint as the base point. Then click on this red orbit. Click in the side once to specify the starting angle. Now I'll rotate this in clockwise direction. So I'll give minus 20 degrees and press enter. So this is done. Now repeat 3D rotate command. Select this part, press enter. Click at this midpoint snap to specify base point. Click on this green orbit. Then click in this side to specify the starting angle. Now this we will rotate in counterclockwise direction. So just add 30 and press enter to rotate. Now I'll unhide the 3D object. So type unhide and press enter. Now select this part and this polyline. Type EXT and press enter. And then just click at this snap to extrude this up to this snap. Now this is 15. So type PRES and press enter to give press pull command. Then click inside this boundary. Move the cursor upwards and type 15 and press enter to extrude it upwards by 15 units. Right click to exit from press pull command. Now I'll slice this part, so type SLI and press enter. Select this part, press enter again. I'll slice it with respect to 3 points. So type 3 and press enter. Then click at the 3 points as shown to specify the plane. And just press enter to slice the object with respect to the plane. Now just erase this one. Now I'll union the complete 3D part, so type UNI and press enter. Then select the complete model and press enter to union the model into one element. Now give press pull command, click inside this boundary, take the cursor downwards, type 5 and press enter to press pull cut this part. Press pull cut this one downwards as shown. Right click to exit. Erase all the 2D lines. Now I'll create this cut. Radius is 50 and this is 5 deep. So first I'll draw a circle of 50 radius. Actually before that I have to set the UCS to front. So type UCS and press enter. Type FR and press enter to set it to front. Now I'll draw a circle of radius 50. Now I'll move it. So type M and press enter. Select the circle. Press enter. Take 5 units extension upwards from the quadrant as shown. Then click at this snap to move. Now give press pull command. Click inside this boundary and then click at this snap to press pull cut it as shown. Right click to exit. Erase the circle. So this part has been successfully modeled. So we will be drawing two curves, one from the front, another from right. So first I'll set the view to front. I'll draw the line of 147.5 units length. Then I'll offset the line towards right by 50 units to create another line. So type L and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. and draw a vertical line of 147.5 units length. Then type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 50. Press enter again. Select this line and then click in this side to offset it towards right. Always right click to exit. Now we will draw 2 points, the center of the arcs. So to draw a point, type PO and press enter. Take extension towards right from the endpoint snap as shown. Type 60 and press enter. Now select the point and move it upwards by 50 units. Type M and press enter and move it vertically upwards as shown. Another point is at 10 units towards left from this snap. So type PO again and press enter. Take an extension of 10 units towards left from the snap as shown. So we have drawn 2 points. Now you can type DDP type and press enter and change the point style so that it is clearly visible. Now I'll draw the arcs. So type C and press enter. Click at this snap. Type 60 and press enter. Repeat circle command. Click at this snap and just right click to repeat the circle. This line is of 147.5 units length and this is 150. So I'll extend the line by 2.5 units. So just draw another line as shown. Now I'll trim a few parts. So type TR and press enter. Press enter twice for prior versions. Then trim the parts as shown. It can't be trimmed. Trim this one. Here is a gap in between the 2 arcs. So I'll just draw a line to join. So type L and press enter. Press shift and right click. Select tangent. Click at the tangent. Press shift and right click again. Select tangent and click at this tangent. So here is the line. Now trim the parts as shown. And then right click to exit. Then erase these. Now select it completely. Type J and press enter to join this into a polyline. Now I'll orbit the drawing by pressing and holding the scroll button of the mouse and moving it while pressing shift key in the keyboard. Now set the UCS to right. Now I'll create this arc. You can set the UCS to right as well. I'll move this a bit towards right. Now type PL and press enter. Click at this snap. Move upwards. Type 150 and press enter. Move towards right. Type 100 and press enter. Now orbit again. I'll add a fillet of radius 50. So type F and press enter. Type R and press enter to specify the radius. Then type 70 and press enter. And select both the lines to add the fillet. So we have created both the curves successfully. Now I'll extrude the curves. First select this one. Type EXT and press enter. And extrude it to this side by any length as shown. Repeat extrude command. Select this arc and extrude it to a length crossing the previous surface as shown. Now I want the intersection, the common part of the surfaces. So type IN and press enter. Select both the surfaces and press enter to get the intersection curve as shown in the screen. So this is what we wanted. Now we can erase these arcs. Now I'll think everybody will be able to do it, but I'll still complete the tutorial. Now this outer die is 60 and this inner die is 50. So I'll draw 2 circles. So first I'll set the UCS to world.top. Then type C and press enter. Click at this snap, type 25 and press enter. Repeat circle command, click at this snap again, type 30 and press enter to draw the two circles. Now select these arcs, type SWE and press enter and select the curve. Okay, I forgot to join the curve. So I'll select the complete curve and type J and press enter to join it together. Now select the circles, type SWE and press enter and select the curve to sweep the circles with respect to the curve. Now orbit the 3D model. This flange thickness is 15. So I'll extrude this face. So type press pull and press enter. Select this face and extrude it by 15 units as shown. This face as well by 15. Then I'll subtract this part from this. So type SUB and press enter. Select this, press enter. Then select this one and press enter to create the pipe. Now this radius is 15 and a hole of 15 dia. So I'll set the UCS to front again. This is at a height of 50 from the center of the pipe. So type C and press enter. Take extension of 50 units from the center snap as shown. Type 15 and press enter. Repeat circle command and draw a circle of 15 diameter as shown. Now I'll array these with respect to the center. So select both the circles, type ARR, select polar array, select the center of the pipe, change the items to 3 and press enter to create the array. Now type L and press enter and draw a line from this quadrant to this quadrant as shown. Then select the line and give polar array command. Select the center of this pipe, select items to 3 and press enter to array the lines as well. Now to trim, type TR and press enter and trim the parts as shown. Then select it completely, type J and press enter to join this. So this is almost done. Now I'll set the UCS to this face. For that, type UCS and press enter. Click at this snap, click towards right to set the X, click upwards to set the Y. Now type press pull and press enter. Click inside this boundary and extrude it inwards by 15 units as shown. Now I'll union this. So type UNI and press enter and select both the parts and press enter to union these into one element. So only the fillet is remaining, else done. Now to fillet, type fillet edge and press enter. Click on radius in the command line. Specify the radius as 15 and press enter. Then select this edge and press enter twice to add the fillet. So this is done. Give a like if you wish to appreciate my effort and comment below if anyone have any doubt. I'll revert back as quick as possible. As you can see, I have made two viewports for my convenience. So you can create viewports by typing VPOR and pressing enter. I have shifted from single to 2 vertical. So you can do it as well. So come to this viewport, left click, change the custom view to top. Then zoom this image. You first have to attach this image. Links here in the description section. You can drag it like this. Now click on this window and shift to southwest isometric view as we have shifted to top from custom in the previous window. I am into 3D modeling workspace. If you are into drafting and annotation, shift to 3D modeling. We will start with this bottom part first. So we'll create a rectangle of 80 units length and 80 units width. So type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Then click on dimension in the command line. Specify the length as 80 units. Press enter. Specify the width as 80 units too. Press enter again. And then just left click to place the rectangle. Now we'll create two circles of radius 8 and 13. So type C and press enter. Click at this snap. Specify the radius as 8 and press enter. Then right click to repeat circle command. Click at the center snap. Specify radius as 13 and press enter. Now I'll trim some parts. So type TR and press enter. Those who have prior versions of AutoCAD, press enter twice. Then just select the portions as shown to trim. And then right click to exit. Now select this part. Type MI and press enter. Click at this midpoint snap. And then at this perpendicular snap and press enter to mirror the part to this side as well. Then select both of these. Right click and repeat mirror. Then click at this midpoint snap and then click in this side. Ortho should be on, and you can click on no or just press enter to mirror. Now we'll trim the unnecessary portions. So type TR and press enter and then select the portions as shown to trim. Always right click to exit from any command. Now this thickness is 9 units. So click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. Then click inside this boundary, move it downwards. Type 9 and press enter. Right click to exit. So the bottom part is done. Now we'll create this left profile. I'll make it separate and then move. This is the left profile, so we'll set the UCS to left first. This is set to top now. So in the coordinates panel, change it to left. So the XY plane has flipped. Now click on line tool or type L and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area, move it downwards. This is 36, so type 36 and press enter. Move towards left. This is 60. So type 60 and press enter. Move upwards. Add these. It's 116. So type 116 and press enter. Then right click to exit. Now I'll create these arcs. Rather, I'll draw circles and then trim. So click on circle tool or type C and press enter. Come to this point. Don't click. Take extension towards right. Object snap extension must be turned on. F11 is the shortcut. Take 30 lens extension as the radius is 30. So type 30 and press enter. Then just click at this point. So this is R30 circle. Right click to repeat circle command. Click at this center snap. Specify the radius as 20 and press enter. Right click again. Come to this center snap. Take an extension downwards of 80 units length. Then specify the radius as 12 and press enter to create this circle. Now type L and press enter and draw a few lines as shown. Now type TR and press enter. Okay, I can't trim it. I don't know why. Anyways, I'll give you an alternative way to do this. So select break option from here or type BR and press enter. Select the circle. Click on first point in the command line. Select this as the first point and then click at this as second point, and it's done. It's always done in anti-clockwise manner, so you have to select your first point carefully. Draw this line No, it's not trimming. Give me a reason why it's not trimming in the comment section if anyone knows. I'll use break command again. So do it as shown. So this is what I wanted. This is R7 and this is R12. Okay, let me copy this arc that side by 20 units. So type CO and press enter. Select this arc, press enter again. Click anywhere in the drawing area, move backwards, then type 20 and press enter. Then right click to exit. Repeat copy command. Select this arc and move it backwards by 20 units as well. Always right click to exit. This is R15 and this is R7. So I'll offset these arcs by 5 units. So type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 5 units. Press enter again. Select this arc. Click in this side. Then select this arc. Click in this side to offset. And then right click to exit. Then draw a few lines as shown. Now I'll copy this arc backwards. So type CO and press enter. Select this arc, press enter again, and then copy it backwards by 20 units. This is 15 and this is 9. So type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 6 units. Press enter. Select this arc and offset it inwards as shown. Then draw these lines. Here is another arc of R19. So give offset command. Specify offset distance as 7 units. Press enter and offset this arc outwards. Then select these two arcs. This thickness is 9 units. So copy this backwards by 9 units as shown. Erase this arc. Now draw two lines as shown. Now select the complete drawing and type J and press enter to join these into polylines. This is 60. So click on extrude tool or type EXT and press enter. Then select this polyline, press enter again and extrude it backwards by 60 units. Right click to repeat extrude command. Select this polyline, press enter and then click at this snap to extrude it by 40 units. Repeat extrude command and extrude this polyline up to this point. Repeat extrude command again. Select this polyline, press enter. This is 25. So extrude it backwards by 25 units. Repeat extrude command. Select this polyline. Press enter. This will be extruded by 42 units. So type 42 and press enter. Now click on line tool and draw a few lines as shown. Then click on press pull tool. Click inside this boundary. And then click at this point to press pull cut it up to this point. Then click on this face and then click at this center snap to press pull cut this part. Right click to exit. So it's almost done. Now I'll use union command. So type UNI and press enter or click on union tool. Then select it completely and press enter to union it into one element. Now we'll create the topmost part. Two circles of R4 and R8 at a distance of 6 units from top. So type C and press enter Click at this snap. Okay, I need to change the UCS to top again. Press escape. Change it to world or top. Then repeat circle command. Come to this midpoint snap. Take 6 units extension upwards as shown. Specify the radius as 4 units and press enter. Make another circle of R8 as shown. Click on line tool and draw 2 lines as shown. Now type TR and press enter and trim the lines as shown. Now I'll make a copy of this arc at the same place. So type CO and press enter. Select this arc. Click at this point and then click at this point again to copy it over here only. Draw this line. Then select this line and this arc and type J and press enter to join these together. Then select it. Click on extrude tool and then click at this snap to extrude it up to this point. Then select the outer part and join it as well. Then select it and extrude it up to this snap as well. Now I'll subtract this part from these two parts. So click on subtract tool or type SUB and press enter. Then select this part and then this part. Then press enter and then select this part to subtract. Okay, I'll press pull this downwards. Now it's done. So select this part. We need to place it at 9 units from this face. So click on move tool or type M and press enter. Take an extension of 9 units towards this side as shown. Then click at this midpoint snap. Now click on union tool, select the complete model and press enter to union this into one element. So that's it. So like and share the video if you really like it, and do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. So first I'll start with creating this top profile and I'll draw the half section. Half I'll mirror. So to start, type L and press enter. I'll proceed this way. So click anywhere in the drawing area. Type 45 towards x-axis, 38 towards y. Take the cursor towards right. This is 150 less 90, that is 60 divided by 2. So 30 less 6 as the radius is 6 at the corner. So type 24 and press enter. Move towards y. Type 40 and press enter. 6 towards right. 10 towards y. 40 towards this side. 25 this way. And 35 towards this side. And 35 towards this side, which is the center of the circle. Now I'll draw two circles. So type C and press enter. Click at this snap. Specify radius as 25. Press enter. Repeat circle command. Click at this snap again. Specify radius as 16. Press enter again. Now erase this line. We don't need this anymore. Now I'll offset a few lines. So type O and press enter. Specify offset distance as 10. Press enter. Then select the lines as shown. And then click in the sides as shown to offset. Always right click to exit from any command. Then type L and press enter. And draw this line. Now I'll add a few fillets. So type F and press enter. Type R and press enter to specify radius. Set radius as 12. Press enter. And then select the lines as shown to add fillets. Right click to repeat. Add this one. This one as well. Repeat fillet command. Type R and press enter. Change radius to 6. Press enter. Add the fillet as shown. Change the radius to 3 and add this one. Okay, I think all is done. No, actually this one is remaining. This is radius 3. So add this fillet as shown. Then select the lines as shown. Type MI and press enter. And then click at the two quadrants as shown and press enter to mirror it at the other side as well. Now to convert this into 3D, click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. Click inside this boundary. Type M and press enter to enable multiple. Then click at the other two boundaries as shown. Press enter. Bring the cursor downwards and type 10 and press enter to extrude. Repeat press pull command. Click inside this boundary and extrude it upwards by 38 units as shown. Then click inside this boundary and extrude it upwards by 25 units. Always right click to exit from any command. Now to create these holes, first turn the dynamic UCS on by pressing F6. Then type C and press enter. Then while highlighting this face, take an extension downwards of 12 units as shown. Specify radius as 5, press enter. Then select the circle and move it towards left by 12 units as shown. Now I'll mirror the circle to this side as well. So first select it, then type 3DMI and press enter. Then click at this center snap, click once in this side, click upwards to specify the mirroring plane and press enter to mirror the circle to this side as well. Now click on press pull tool, click inside the circle and press pull cut it backwards. Same for this one, right click to exit. Now for this part, I'll set the UCS to right. Now I'll draw two circles maintaining this distance. So type C and press enter. Take 66 units extension downwards from the endpoint snap as shown. Specify radius as 19, press enter. Repeat circle command, click at the center snap, specify radius as 10, press enter. Now to draw these lines, type L and press enter. Click at this endpoint snap and then click at this tangent snap. Now I'll mirror this to this side. So select it, type 3DMI and press enter. Click at the center snap, click upwards and then click in this side and press enter to mirror the line to the other side of the circle as well. Now orbit the model a bit so that the bottom part is visible like this, and then draw a line as shown. Now I'll add a fillet of radius 25 over here. So type F and press enter, type R and press enter, specify radius as 25, press enter, then select the two lines as shown to add fillet. Now draw a line as shown. Now if I use press pull tool to extrude, it won't. So first I have to set the UCS to this face. So type UCS and press enter, type F and press enter, and then select this face and press enter. Now click on press pull tool, click inside this boundary, extrude it backwards by 10 units, this one backwards by 13 units, this face towards front by 3 units as shown. So this is done. Now select it, type 3DMI and press enter. Click at this midpoint snap, click downwards, click towards this side and press enter to mirror the part to the other side as well. So it's almost complete. Now I'll union all the parts together. So type UNI and press enter. Select it completely and press enter to union. Now you can select it completely. Press shift and click on this model to deselect it. Then just erase all the lines. Now I'll add this radius of 6 units. So go to solid tab, click on fillet edge, click at this edge, click on radius in the command line Specify radius as 6 units and press enter twice to add the fillet. Same way, do it on the other side as well. So that's it. So to start, I'll use box command. So type BOX and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type L and press enter to specify length. Take the cursor towards y-axis. Type 44 and press enter. Take it towards x-axis. Type 26 and press enter. Move the cursor upwards. Type 16 and press enter to create this box. Now to create this slot, we'll use polyline command. So type PL and press enter. Take an extension of 9 units from the midpoint snap as shown. Move this way. Type 25 and press enter. Type A and press enter to specify arc. Specify diameter of the arc as 18. Press enter. Then type L and press enter to activate line. And then click at this perpendicular snap. And then right click to exit from polyline command. Now type PRES and press enter. Click inside this boundary. Move downwards. And then type 12 and press enter to press pull cut this part. Right click to exit from press pull command. Now we'll create this part. We'll create this profile. So first set the UCS to front. Here it has changed. Now type L and press enter. Take an extension of 19 units as shown from the endpoint snap. Then click at the two snaps as shown. 34 towards right, 9 upwards, and then click at this snap to close this loop. Then select this completely. Type J and press enter to join this into a polyline. Then select it. Type EXT and press enter. Move backwards. Type 17 and press enter to extrude. Now orbit the drawing by pressing and moving the scroll button of the mouse while pressing shift key in the keyboard. Then give press pull command. Select the surface and click at this midpoint snap to extrude it up to this point. Always right click to exit. Now I'll 3D mirror this part with respect to a plane parallel to YZ plane. So type 3DMI and press enter. Select this part, press enter, and just click at the 3 endpoints as shown to mirror the part. So it's done. Now I'll create this profile. So first set the UCS to right. Now this is 26 and this is 35. So this is 4.5. So type PL and press enter. Take 17.5 units extension from the midpoint snap as shown. Move upwards. Type 6 and press enter. Move towards right. 52 less 17. So type 35 and press enter. Move upwards. Type 20 and press enter. 10 towards left. 10 downwards. Take this extension or just type 42 and press enter. Then click at this perpendicular snap and then at this snap to close this loop. Right click to exit. Now I'll add this fillet of radius 8. So type F and press enter. Then R and press enter. Specify radius as 8, press enter. And then just select the two lines as shown to add the fillet. Now select this polyline, type EXT and press enter. Move this way. Type 35 and press enter to extrude it. Now for this hole, type C and press enter. Take extension. Okay, first I have to change the UCS to world. Then take an extension of 12.5 units as shown. Specify radius of the circle as 10, press enter. Now take press pull command, click inside the circle and click downwards to create this hole. Now to create this part, we'll create the two circles first. Before that, I'll set the UCS to front. Now type C and press enter. Click at this midpoint snap. Specify radius as 8, press enter. Draw another circle of radius 13 as shown. Now we'll use loft command. So type LOF and press enter. Select the two circles as shown and press enter twice to create this part. So this is done. Now I'll use union command to union this into one element. So type UNI and press enter. Select the complete model and press enter to convert this into a single element. So this is done. First I'll draw these circles. So type C and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type 15 and press enter to create this circle. Then repeat circle command by pressing enter or spacebar. Click at this center snap. Then type 25 and press enter to create this circle. Now I'll draw these profiles. And these are at the front face. So set the UCS to front. Then type C and press enter. This distance is 37 units. So take 37 units extension towards this side from the center snap as shown. Make sure the object snap extension is turned on. Press function key F11 to turn it on. Then type 10 and press enter to draw the circle. Then repeat circle command. Click at the center snap. Specify the radius of the circle as 20 units and press enter to create the circle. As you can see, this is at the front face. Now I'll draw these two circles. This distance is 45 units. So click on circle tool again. Then take 45 units extension towards this side from the center snap. Rather take an extension of 45 plus 12, that is 57 units. Then specify the radius of the circle as 12.5 units and press enter to create the circle. Then repeat circle command. Click at this center snap. Then specify the radius as 20 units and press enter to draw this circle. Then select these two circles. Type M and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Move the cursor upwards. I want to align this. So type 20 and press enter to move the circles upwards by 20 units. Then repeat move command. Select these two circles, press enter and move it upwards by 60 units. Then click on press pull tool. Select this circle, press enter, move the cursor upwards. This is 80 units, so type 80 and press enter to extrude it upwards by 80 units. Then orbit the drawing, click inside this circle and click upwards and then press enter to create this hole. Then click on line tool, click at this quadrant, then click at this quadrant. Move the cursor downwards, take this quadrant's extension towards right as shown, then click at this quadrant and press enter to exit from the line command. Now for this one, repeat line command, click at this quadrant, then at this quadrant, take this quadrant's extension. I can't take the extension, so move the cursor upwards, type 40 and press enter. Then click at this quadrant and press enter to exit from the line command. Then I'll hide this part. So select it, right click and then click on hide object to hide it. Then click on break option or type BR and press enter. Then select the circle. Click on first point in the command line. Then click at this quadrant and then at this snap to trim the arc. Then select this part, Type J and press enter to join these lines and arcs into a polyline. Now I'll convert this part into a polyline. So click on front view, type BO and press enter, click on pick point, then click inside this boundary and press enter to convert this part into a polyline. So the boundary has been created in a parallel plane. Now select these 2D lines and delete this. Then select this polyline, type M and press enter, click at this point and then at this point to move the polyline over here. Delete these 2 circles. I don't require these anymore. Now I'll move the polyline and the circle towards Z axis by 13 units. So type M and press enter, select this, press enter again, click anywhere in the drawing area, move the cursor towards this side, type 13 and press enter to move this. Then click here and then click on end object isolation to unhide the hidden part. Then select this polyline, click on extrude tool or type EXT and press enter, move the cursor towards this side, type 10 and press enter to create this part. Then click on press pull tool and press pull cut this hole. Then select this face, move the cursor towards this side. Don't cross the internal diameter, click anywhere crossing the external diameter and press enter to extrude the face. Now I'll 3D mirror this part with respect to a plane parallel to XY plane, passing through this quadrant. So click on 3D mirror tool or type 3DMI and press enter. Select this part, press enter again, click at this quadrant, click once towards X axis and then click once towards Y axis and press enter to mirror the part towards that side as well. Now click on extrude tool, select this polyline, move the cursor towards this side, type 10 and press enter to extrude it by 10 units. Then click on press pull tool, click on this face, move the cursor towards this side, type 10 and press enter to extrude it towards this side by 10 units. Then select this circle, move the cursor backwards, type 20 and press enter. Then click inside this circle and press pull cut this hole. Then click on the surface, move the cursor towards this side, type 20 and press enter to extrude it by 20 units towards this side. Now set the UCS back to world. Then click on union tool or type UNI and press enter. Then select the entire model and press enter to union all the elements into one element. Then click on rectangle tool, take any length extension from this snap towards this side as shown. Then take this point's extension towards this side and click as shown to create a rectangle like this. Then click on press pull tool, click inside this boundary, move the cursor downwards and click to press pull cut this part. Then delete this rectangle. Now get back to top view. I'll press pull this part afterwards. I'll change the visual style to 2D wireframe. Then click on line tool, click at this center snap, move the cursor towards right, type 45 and press enter. Move the cursor upwards, type 5 and press enter. Then move the cursor towards left and then click anywhere crossing this line as shown. Then select these 2 lines, type MI and press enter. Then click at the 2 points as shown and press enter to mirror the lines. Then delete this line. Then change the visual style back to conceptual. Orbit the drawing. Click on press pull tool, select this face. Then click somewhere crossing this outer diameter. Then orbit the drawing. Click on press pull tool again, select this face. And then click somewhere crossing the outer diameter of the cylinder as shown. Then change the visual style back to 2D wireframe. Go to top view. I'll convert this into a polyline. So type BO and press enter. Click on peak point and then click inside this boundary and press enter to create the polyline. Then delete the lines as shown. Now orbit the drawing. This polyline has appeared on the bottom face. So I'll move it. So type M and press enter, select it, press enter again, click at this point and then at this point to move it upwards. Now I'll copy it to the top face as well. So select it again, click on copy tool, click at this quadrant and then at this quadrant to copy it at the top face as well. Then select this polyline, type X and press enter to explode it. Then delete these lines. Now select these two arcs, type J and press enter to join this. Then select this polyline, click on extrude tool and then click at this point to extrude it up to this point. And then change the visual style back to conceptual. Then click on union tool, select all the parts and press enter to union all. Now I'll draw two lines like this. So click on line tool and draw the lines as shown. Make sure the dynamic UCS is turned on. Press function key F6 to turn it on. Then change the visual style back to 2D wireframe. Then click on loft tool. Select this arc and this line. Press enter. Click on path. Then select this line to create the surface. Now I'll slice this model with respect to the surface. So click on slice tool or type SLI and press enter. Select the model, press enter again. Click on surface in the command line. Then select this surface and press enter to slice the model with respect to the surface. Then select this part and the surface and click on erase tool to erase this. Then change the visual style back to conceptual. Delete these 2D lines. So this part has been modeled successfully. So please hit the like button if you like it and share the video as much as you can, and do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. Now I'll create two viewports. So type VPOR and press enter. Select two vertical and then press OK. You can stretch it like this. Click on this viewport and zoom the 2D drawing. So we will start by drawing a few rectangles. This section, and this one. So click on this viewport. I am into 3D modeling workspace. I'll set the 0 layer as the current layer. Now set the UCS to left as we'll create the left section. Set the view to left as well. Now type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Then type D and press enter for dimensioning the rectangle. Set the length as 4. Press enter. Width as 20. Press enter again. Then left click to place the rectangle. Now this gap is 12. So type CO and press enter. Select the rectangle. Press enter again. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Move the cursor towards right. Type 16 and press enter twice to copy the rectangle. Now this gap is 1. This is 20. and this is 4. So we'll repeat rectangle command. Take an extension of 0.5 upwards from the midpoint snap as shown. Type D and press enter. Specify the length as 20. Press enter. Specify the width as 4. Press enter again. And then left click in this side to place the rectangle. Now the gap is 1. So select the rectangle, type CO and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Move the cursor downwards. Type 5 and press enter to copy the rectangle. Now orbit the drawing by pressing and holding the scroll button of the mouse and moving it while pressing shift key in the keyboard. Now this distance is 25. So select these two rectangles. Type M and press enter and move it towards Z axis by 25 units as shown. Now I'll draw a few lines. So type L and press enter and draw the lines as shown. This looks a bit confusing, so I'll select these 4 lines, type PR and press enter, and then I'll change the color of this. Press escape, then select these 4, change the color to red maybe. Now this is cool. Change the visual style to shaded with edges. Close this properties palette. Now I'll use loft command. So type LOF and press enter. Select this rectangle, then this one, press enter, click on guides, then select the 4 red lines as the guides and then press enter. So that's it. Then repeat loft command. Select the rectangles as shown. Press enter, click on guides again, and then select the 4 yellow lines as shown. To loft the rectangles with respect to the guides, now you can orbit and have a look. Now this part is done. Now I'll press pull the faces by 20 units. So type PRES and press enter. Select this face and press pull it to this side by 20 units. Same with this one. Press pull these faces by 20 units as well as shown. And then right click to exit from press pull command. Now I'll draw 2 circles on this face. Radius 10 and of radius 5. So type C and press enter. Dynamic UCS should be turned on. F6 is the shortcut. 3D snap should be on as well. Comment the shortcut if you guys know. Then click at this 3D center. Click at this midpoint. Repeat circle command by right clicking. Click at the center again. Type 5 and press enter. Now select both the circles, type CO and press enter, and copy the circles backwards by 16 units as shown. Then give press pull command. Click inside this boundary, press pull cut it backwards Press pull cut all the parts as shown. Then erase the circles. Now draw two circles on this face as shown. Copy it downwards by 5 units. Then give press pull command and press pull cut all the parts as shown. So this is it. So do like and share so that I could bring more AutoCAD videos like this. Now this is the front view. So first you have to get into southeast isometric view to get the drawing orientation right. So you can click here and then click on southeast isometric view, or else you can click at this vertex as well to get into this view. So first I'll draw this profile, then this profile, and then this rectangle as well, and all will be drawn at the front face. So I have to set the UCS to front first. As soon as I click on front, the UCS will flip. The Z axis will become Y axis. So as you can see, this is the XY plane now. Then I'll draw the rectangle. So click on rectangle tool or type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Then click on dimension in the command line or type D and press enter for dimensioning the rectangle. The length is 3 units here, so type 3 and press enter. Width of the rectangle is 1 unit, so type 1 and press enter. Then just left click in this side to create the rectangle. Now I'll draw these two circles, which will be at a distance of 4.5 units from the upper portion of the rectangle. So click on circle tool or type C and press enter. Then take 4.5 units extension upwards from the midpoint snap as shown. Object snap extension should be turned on. Press function key F11 to turn it on. In doing so, the center to this midpoint is maintained at 4.5 units. Then this diameter is 2.25 units. So click on diameter in the command line. Then type 2.25 and press enter to create the circle. Then to repeat last command, you can press enter, space bar, or even right click. Then click at the center of the circle. The diameter is 3 over here, so click on diameter again in the command line. Then type 3 and press enter to create this circle. Now this length is 1 unit. So I'll draw a vertical line like this. Then I'll offset the line to both sides by 0.5 units. So click on line tool or type L and press enter. Click at this quadrant. Then click at this midpoint and then press enter to exit from the line command. Then to offset, type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 0.5 units. Press enter again. Then select the line. Click in this side. Select it again and then click in this side and then press enter to exit from the offset command. Then delete this line. You can also select the line and click on erase tool to delete. Then I'll trim these lines, so type TR and press enter twice. Then select the parts as shown to trim. And then press enter to exit from the trim command. Now I'll create this profile and I'll create it at the front face. So I'll just draw a line from this quadrant to this endpoint. So type L and press enter and draw the line as shown, and then press enter to exit from the line command. Now I'll convert this boundary into a polyline and this one as well. So to convert these into a polyline, type BO and press enter. Click on pick point, then click inside this boundary. Then click inside this boundary and then press enter to exit from the boundary command. Now I'll delete the single lines. So just select the lines as shown. And then press delete key in the keyboard. Then delete this arc as well. Now you can see these are the polylines I have created using boundary command. Now this angle here is 48 degrees. This is the front face. And I have to rotate the polylines in clockwise direction. And whenever we rotate any object in clockwise direction, we have to give a negative sign to it. Now the polylines will be rotated by this angle, not by 48 degrees. So we'll rotate this by 90 minus 48, that is 42 degrees. And we have to give a negative sign before that. So for rotating, click on 3D rotate tool or type 3DR and press enter. Select all the polylines except the rectangle. Then press enter. Click at this midpoint snap to specify the base point. Then click on this red orbit and then type minus 42 and press enter to rotate this. Now I am changing the visual style to conceptual. Then I'll need this polyline in two numbers. The reason being, one will be extruded till the endpoint along the inclined plane and another one will be extruded along Z axis by 2 units. Then I'll subtract the front part from the back part to create this part. I'll show how to do it. First I'll make a copy of it. So select it, type CO and press enter. Then click at any of the snaps twice and then press enter to create a copy. Now I'll extrude this rectangle by 4 units. So click on extrude tool or type EXT and press enter. Select this rectangle, press enter again, move the cursor towards this side. Then type 4 and press enter to extrude it by 4 units. Then I'll extrude this by 3 units. So click on extrude tool again. Select the circle and the polyline as shown. Then press enter, move the cursor towards this side. Then type 3 and press enter to extrude these by 3 units along the inclined plane. Then repeat extrude command by pressing enter, spacebar or by right clicking. Then select this polyline, press enter. Then just click at this endpoint snap to extrude it up to this point. Then select these two parts, right click, go to isolate and then click on hide object to hide these. Now I'll draw a line of 2 units along Z axis. So we have to set the UCS to right as the plane becomes XY plane. So select right plane from here. As you can see, the XY plane has flipped. Now click on line tool. I'll just orbit the drawing a bit. Then click at this snap, move the cursor towards this side, type 2 and press enter to draw the line and then press enter again to exit from the line command. Then I'll extrude this polyline with respect to this path or this line. So click on extrude tool or type EXT and press enter. Then select the polyline, press enter again As you can see, this is extruding along the inclined plane. So just click on path in the command line, then just select this line to extrude it along this line. Now to unhide the hidden elements, just type unhide and then press enter. Now I'll subtract this from this, so type SUB and press enter. Select this part, press enter, then select this part and press enter again to subtract and create this cutout. Now I'll subtract the cylinder from this part. So repeat subtract command, select this part, press enter, then select this cylinder and then press enter again to create this hole. Now I'll slice it with respect to a plane like this. So I'll set the UCS back to world first. Then click on slice tool or type SLI and press enter. Select the parts as shown, press enter. Then click on 3 points in the command line. Then click at the 3 points as shown. And then press enter to slice the parts. Then select it and delete it. Delete this one as well. Now we will mirror this part with respect to a plane parallel to YZ plane passing through this midpoint snap. So type 3D MI and press enter, or you can click on this 3D mirror tool as well. Then select this part, press enter again, click at this midpoint snap, move the cursor towards Y axis, click once, make sure the ortho is on while mirroring, then move the cursor to a Z axis, click once and then press enter to mirror the part on the other side as well. After all is done, just click on Union tool or type UNI and press enter. Select all the elements and press enter to union all into one element. So this part has been modeled successfully. I hope you have learned something new today. Now please hit the like button if you like it and share the video as much as you can. And do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. This is the front view. So I have set the window to southeast isometric view. You can click here to get into southeast isometric view, or else you can click at this corner as well. We will draw the front profile first. So we have to set the UCS to front. As soon as I click on front, the UCS will flip. As you can see, the UCS has flipped. So we will draw a rectangle first of 96 units length and 12 units width. So click on rectangle tool. Click anywhere in the drawing area, then click on dimension in the command line, specify the length for the rectangle as 96 units, press enter, specify the width as 12 units, press enter again, and then click left to place the rectangle. Then I'll draw this rectangle of 30 units length and 30 plus 24, that is 54 units width. So repeat rectangle command by pressing enter, spacebar or right click, click anywhere in the drawing area. Click on dimension in the command line, specify the length as 30 units, specify the width as 54 units, then click left to place the rectangle. Now I'll move this rectangle from this midpoint to this midpoint. So click on move tool or type M and press enter, then select this rectangle, press enter, click at this midpoint snap and then click at this midpoint snap to move the rectangle. Now I'll draw this rectangle of 12 units length and 20 units width. So click on rectangle tool again, click at this endpoint snap, then click on dimension in the command line, specify the length as 12 units, press enter, then specify the width as 20 units, press enter again, and then click in this side to place the rectangle. Now I'll make another rectangle of 6 units length and 34 units width. So repeat rectangle command, click at this corner, click on dimension in the command line, then specify the length for the rectangle as 6 units, press enter, specify the width as 34 units, press enter again, and then click left to place the rectangle. Now I'll make an arc of radius 66 units. So select start in radius arc option, click at this point, Then click at this endpoint snap and then specify the radius of the arc as 66 units and press enter to draw the arc. Then I'll draw a circle out here of radius 30 units and another one here of radius 7.5 units. So click on circle tool or type C and press enter. Then click at this midpoint snap and click at this endpoint snap to draw the circle of radius 15 units. Then repeat circle command, take 15 units extension upwards from this midpoint snap, specify the radius of the circle as 7.5 units and press enter to exit from the circle command. Then we will use press pull tool to convert the drawing into 3D. So click on press pull tool, then click inside this rectangle, click on multiple in the command line, click inside this rectangle as well, press enter, then move the cursor towards positive Z axis, specify the extrusion height as 30 units and press enter. Then repeat press pull tool, click inside this boundary, click on multiple in the command line, click inside this boundary as well, press enter, move the cursor towards positive Z axis again and specify the extrusion height as 6 units and press enter. Again repeat press pull tool, click inside this boundary and press pull it towards Z axis by 20 units. Then I'll union these three parts. So click on union tool, select these parts and press enter to union these. Now I'll draw this arc of radius 66 units here. So click on start and radius arc, turn on the dynamic UCS to draw on this face, press F6 to do that. You can see on whichever face I take my cursor on, that particular face gets highlighted. So stick to this face, then click at this endpoint snap, click here and specify the radius of the arc as 66 units and press enter to exit from the arc command. Then I'll press pull this part. So click on press pull tool, click inside this boundary, move the cursor towards negative X axis, then left click to make the cut and then press escape key to exit from the press pull command. Then I'll mirror this part with respect to a plane parallel to YZ plane, passing through the midpoint of this block. So select this part, click on 3D mirror tool, click at this midpoint snap, click once towards Z axis and click once towards Y axis and press enter to mirror the object. Then I'll union the complete model. So click on union tool, select all the parts and press enter to union all the parts into one. Then select all the 2D lines and delete these. Then I'll make the holes. So click on cylinder tool, make sure the dynamic UCS is on. I can't find the 3D center snap, so turn on the 3D snap, press F4 to turn it on. Now the 3D center snap is showing, so click at this snap, specify the radius as 4 units and click in this side to make the cylinder through this model. Then repeat cylinder command. Then click at this 3D center snap, specify the radius as 5 units and then click downwards to make the cylinder. Repeat cylinder command and draw this cylinder in this side as well. Then I'll subtract the cylinders from this model. So click on subtract tool, select the model, press enter. Then select all the 3 cylinders and press enter to make the holes. So this is done successfully. Please hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe the channel to get more such CAD related videos. I'll get into top view first. Then I'll draw a few circles. So type C and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Specify the radius as 18 units and press enter to create the circle. Now for repeating last command, you can press enter or spacebar, but I prefer right clicking for repeating the last command. So you can check your option, type OP and press enter. Then go to user preference tab, click on right click customization and then check this box for enabling the time sensitive right click. Then apply and click on OK. So as soon as I right click, the options window opens. So close it and give circle command. Click at the center snap, type 35 and press enter. Then right click to repeat circle command. Click at the center snap again, type 45 and press enter. Then again repeat circle command, come to the center snap and then take an extension of 65 units upwards as shown. Make sure the object snap extension is turned on. Press function key F11 to turn it on. Then specify the radius of the circle as 9 units and press enter. Repeat circle command, click at the center snap, type 18 and press enter. Then repeat circle command again, click at the center snap again, type 24 and press enter to draw the circle. Now I'll draw a line like this. So type L and press enter, click at this quadrant and click anywhere crossing the circle as shown, and then right click to exit from the line command. Then repeat line command, take 128 units extension towards left from the center snap as shown. Move the cursor upwards, type 37.5 units, press enter. Move the cursor towards right, type 56 and press enter. And then click at this tangent snap. Make sure the tangent snap is ticked. Then just right click to exit from the line command. Then type TR and press enter twice, and then trim the arcs as shown. Trim this line as well. Then select the portions as shown. Type MI and press enter. Click at this point, and then at this center or anywhere in a horizontal line, and press enter to mirror the elements to the bottom side as well. Then again type TR and press enter twice and trim this arc. Now this height is 16 and this is 3, and this total height is 119 units. So first draw a line like this. Then orbit the drawing by pressing the cursor button of the mouse and moving it while pressing shift key in the keyboard. Then click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. First click inside this boundary, move the cursor upwards, type 119 and press enter to extrude it upwards by 119 units. Then click inside this boundary, click on multiple in the command line, then click inside this boundary, press enter, move the cursor upwards, type 19 and press enter. Repeat press pull command, click inside this boundary, move the cursor upwards again, type 16 and press enter to extrude it upwards by 16 units, and then just right click to exit from the press pull command. Now I'll draw this profile. So first I have to set the UCS to front. I'll click on front from here. As soon as I click on front, the UCS will flip. So this is the XY plane now. Now click on polyline tool or type PL and press enter. Click at this midpoint snap. Move the cursor upwards. Type 28 and press enter. Then click on arc in the command line. Move the cursor towards this side. Type 56 and press enter. Then click on line in the command line. Click at this snap. And then click at this snap and press enter to exit from the polyline command. Then there is a hole of 28.5. So type C and press enter. Click at this geometric center. Type 14 and press enter to draw the circle. I don't need these lines anymore, so erase this. Now type L and press enter. Click at this quadrant and then click at this tangent snap, and then right click to exit from the line command. Then repeat line command, click at this midpoint snap, move the cursor towards right and click somewhere here crossing the 3D model. Repeat line command, click at this snap, move the cursor downwards and click somewhere as shown crossing the model, and then exit from the line command. Now I'll move this model towards right a bit. Then click on front view, type BO and press enter. Click on pick point, then click inside this boundary and press enter to convert it into a polyline. But it's in a parallel plane, so I'll move it. First I'll delete these lines. Then type M and press enter. Select the polyline, press enter again. Click at this snap and then click at this quadrant to move it over here. Then erase this line. Then click on extrude tool, select this polyline, press enter, and then click at this point to extrude it up to the snap. Then click on press pull tool, click inside the circle and press pull it backwards to create the hole. Then repeat press pull tool, select this face and then click at the snap to extrude it up to the snap, and then press enter to exit from the press pull command. Then select this polyline, click on extrude tool again and extrude it backwards by 6 units. Then click on press pull tool, click on this face and extrude it towards this side by 6 units. Then orbit the drawing, click on this face and extrude it towards this side by some distance as shown, and then press enter to exit from the press pull command. Now I'll union the entire model. So click on union tool or type UNI and press enter. Select the entire model and press enter to union all the elements into one element. Now this is 68 units and it is at a height of 89 units from the bottom. So first set the UCS to right, then type C and press enter. Take an extension of 68 units towards this side from the center snap as shown. This radius is 24 units, so type 24 and press enter. Repeat circle command, click at the center snap, type 12.5 and press enter to draw the circle. Now this distance is 30, so I'll move the circle downwards. So type M and press enter, select the circles, press enter again. Click at the center snap, move the cursor downwards, type 30 and press enter to move. Then select the circle, click on extrude tool and extrude it towards this side by approximately 40 units. Then I'll union these parts. So click on union tool, select both the parts as shown and press enter to union these into one element. Then click on press pull tool, click inside the circle and click somewhere here to press pull cut this hole. So this model has been completed successfully. So please hit the like button if you like it and share the video, and do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. So to start, I'll use box command. So type BOX and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type L and press enter to specify length. I'll turn the ortho on by pressing F8. Take the cursor towards x-axis. Type 100 and press enter. 60 towards y-axis. Take it upwards and type 94 and press enter to create this box. This radius is 30, so I'll use cylinder command. So type CYL and press enter. Click at this midpoint snap. Click at this snap to specify radius, and then click at this snap to give it a height. Repeat cylinder command by right clicking. Click at this center snap. Specify radius as 22. Press enter. Specify height as 10. And press enter to create the cylinder. Repeat cylinder command again. Click at this center snap. Specify radius as 10. Press enter. Then click downwards, crossing this part to create another cylinder. Now I'll subtract this one from the other three. So type SUB and press enter. Select this, and this. Press enter. And then select this one and press enter to create the hole. Now I'll create this cutout. So first set the UCS to front, then type REC and press enter. Take 25 units extension upwards from the midpoint snap as shown. Type D and press enter for dimensioning the rectangle. Specify length as 30, press enter. Specify width as 50, press enter. And then just left click in this side to place the rectangle. Now click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. click inside this rectangle and click backwards to press pull cut this part. Similarly, press pull cut the other parts as shown. Always right click to exit. Erase this rectangle. Now I'll create this cut. So type REC and press enter. I have turned the dynamic UCS on by pressing F6. Now take an extension of 20 units from the midpoint snap as shown. While highlighting this face, type D and press enter. Specify length as 50, press enter. Specify width as 40, press enter again. And then left click in this side to place the rectangle as shown. Now give press pull command, click inside the rectangle and press pull cut it downwards by 72 units as shown. Erase the rectangle. Now type L and press enter. Click at this snap while highlighting this face and add this snap to draw the line. Now give press pull command, click inside this boundary and press pull cut it backwards as shown. Same way, do it on the other side as well. So this is done. Now I'll use two viewports to make it easy. So type viewport and press enter. Select to vertical and hit OK. You can drag it like this. I'll click on this viewport and zoom to extent. Then I'll come to this one. I'll start with creating the front profile. So I'll draw the 2D drawing first. I'll set the UCS to front. Set the view to front as well. So first is this rectangle of 75 and 30. So type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type D and press enter. Specify length as 75, press enter. Specify width as 30, press enter again. And then left click to place the rectangle. Now repeat rectangle command and draw this rectangle of 55 and 12 from this corner. So it's done. Now I'll draw two circles maintaining this horizontal distance of 65 units and this height of 58 units. So type C and press enter. Take extension of 65 units towards right from the endpoint snap as shown. Specify radius as 11, press enter. Repeat circle command and draw another circle of 16 units radius as shown. Then type M and press enter. Select both the circles, press enter again and move it upwards by 58 units as shown. Now I'll maintain these lengths and draw a few lines. So type L and press enter. Take 58 units extension upwards from the endpoint snap as shown. Then 95 towards right and then click at this snap and right click to exit. Repeat line command, click at this snap and then at this tangent snap and then right click to exit. Repeat line command and draw this line as shown. Erase this one. Now orbit the drawing by pressing and holding the scroll button of the mouse and moving it while pressing shift key in the keyboard. Now click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. Click inside this boundary. Take the cursor forward. Type 60 and press enter. This is 15, so extrude this one by 15 as shown. This is 40, but towards backside by 5. So click inside this and extrude it backwards by 5 units first. Then click on this and 35 towards front. And then right click to exit from press pull command. Now type UNI and press enter. Select the complete 3D model and press enter to union this into one element. Now I'll erase all the 2D lines. Now there are two holes out here of 17 dia at a distance of 12 from this edge and 25 from this. So first I'll set the UCS to world.top Type C and press enter. Take extension of 25 units as shown. Specify radius as 8.5, press enter. Then select the circle and move it towards right by 12 units as shown. Then copy the circle towards right by 25 units as shown. Then click on press pull tool or type PRES and press enter. Click inside the circle and extrude cut it downwards as shown. Same for this one. Right click to exit. So this is done. I hope all have enjoyed this video. I'll draw this profile first. So I'll set the UCS accordingly. So I'll set the UCS to left. The moment I click on left, you can see the UCS has flipped. Now I'll draw a few rectangles. At first I'll draw a rectangle of 145 units length and 25 units width. So click on rectangle tool or type REC and press enter. Then click anywhere in the drawing area. Click on dimension in the command line. Then specify the length of the rectangle as 145 units. Press enter. Then specify the width of the rectangle as 25 units. Press enter again. Then click left to place the rectangle in the desired direction. Now I'll draw another rectangle of 72 units length and 6 units width starting from this corner. So repeat rectangle command. Click at this corner snap. Then click on dimension in the command line. Specify the length of the rectangle as 72 units. Press enter. Then specify the width of the rectangle as 6 units. Press enter again. Then click left to place the rectangle inside the bigger rectangle. Next rectangle will be of 36 units length and width will be 84 units starting from this point. So repeat rectangle command. Click at this endpoint snap. Click on dimension in the command line. Specify the length as 36 units. Press enter. Specify the width as 84 units. Press enter again. And then left click to place the rectangle in this side. Then I'll draw this rectangle of 12 units length and 36 units width. So repeat rectangle command. Take 24 units extension downwards from this point. Make sure the object snap extension is turned on. If not, then press function key F11 to turn it on. To know about object snap extension, click at the I button, then click on dimension in the command line, specify the length as 12 units, press enter, then specify the width as 36 units, press enter again, and then click left to place this rectangle in this side. Then I'll trim these lines, so either click on trim tool or type TR and press enter twice, then select the portions to trim, and then press enter or escape key in the keyboard to exit from the trim command. Now to convert this profile into 3D, I'll use press pull tool. So type press pull, press enter. So I'll extrude this part by 22 units. So click inside this rectangle, move the cursor this side, type 22 and press enter. Then click inside this portion, move the cursor this side again, type 72 and press enter. And then press enter or escape key to exit from the press pull command. As you can see, these are two separate parts. So I'll click on union tool or type UNI and press enter. Then select these two parts and press enter to combine both the parts into one. Then I'll select all the 2D lines using blue window selection and delete these. Then I'll draw a few circles. So type C and press enter. Now I want to draw the circle on this face. For that I have to turn the dynamic UCS on. So press function key F6 to turn it on. You can see on whichever face I am hovering the mouse on, that particular face gets highlighted. So I'll stick to this face. Now I can't locate the center of this face. So turn the 3D snap on, press F4 to do that. Then click at this 3D center and then specify the radius of the circle as 12 units and press enter to draw the circle. Then repeat circle command. I want to draw a circle on this face. So this face is highlighted as the dynamic UCS is on. Now take 42 units extension downwards from this point. In doing so, the center gets located 42 units downwards from that point. Then specify the radius of the circle as 30 units and press enter to exit from the circle command. Then click on press pull tool, click inside the circle, move the cursor this side and press enter to make the hole. Then click inside this boundary, click on multiple in the command line. Then click inside this boundary as well, press enter and click at this vertex to make the cutout up to this length. Then select the circles and click on erase tool to delete these. Now I'll make this cutout. So either click on polyline tool or type PL and press enter. Then take 12 units extension towards Z axis from this midpoint snap. Then move the cursor towards X axis, type 50 and press enter. Then click on arc in the command line. Diameter of the arc will be 24 units, so type 24 and press enter. Then again click on line in the command line. Then click at this perpendicular snap and press enter to exit from the polyline command. Then click on press pull tool again. Click inside this boundary, move the cursor downwards and press enter to make the cutout. So this is done successfully. I hope everyone will be able to follow this, and if anyone faces any problem, do comment in the comment section. I'll try and resolve the problem. And hit the like button if you like the video. Now I'll create a box of 53 units length, 26 units width and 26 units depth. So click on box tool or type BOX and press enter. Then click anywhere in the drawing area. Then click on length in the command line. Move the cursor towards positive X axis. Then type 53 and press enter. Then move the cursor towards positive Y axis. Type 26 and press enter. Then move the cursor towards Z axis. Type 26 and press enter to create this box. Now I'll try to create this profile over here. I'll change the visual style to 2D wireframe. Then click on line tool. Click at this endpoint snap, move the cursor towards left, then this length is 5 units, so type 5 and press enter. Repeat line command, click at this snap again, move the cursor downwards, type 5 again and press enter, and then press escape key to exit from the line command. Then repeat line tool, click at this endpoint snap, then add this snap, then move the cursor upwards. This length is 16.7 units, so type 16.7 and press enter, then move the cursor towards right, and click anywhere crossing this line and then press escape key to exit from the line command. Then repeat line tool, click at this endpoint snap, move the cursor towards left and click anywhere crossing this line and then press enter to exit from the line command. Now I'll change the visual style back to shaded with edges and then click on press pull tool or type PRS and press enter. Then click inside this portion and then click in this side and press enter to make this cutout. Now I'll trim a few lines over here. So I'll set the UCS properly for trimming, as this is the right face, so set the UCS to right. Now change the visual style to 2D wireframe so that the trimming gets easier. Then type TR and press enter twice and then trim these lines and then press escape to exit from the trim command. Then select both these parts and type J and press enter to join this and convert these into polylines. Now you can see this thickness is 7 units. So select this polyline, click on move tool or type M and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area, move the cursor towards negative Z axis, then type 7 and press enter to move it. Then select this polyline, click on extrude tool or type EXT and press enter. Move the cursor towards this side, then type 39 and press enter to extrude it. Repeat extrude command, select this polyline and extrude it this side by 11 units. Now I'll mirror this element over here. So select this part, click on 3D mirror tool or type 3DMI and press enter. I'll mirror this with respect to the plane parallel to XY plane passing through this midpoint. So click at this midpoint, click towards X axis once, click once towards Y axis and press enter to mirror this part. Then I'll subtract these 3 parts from the main part. So type SUB and press enter. Select this main part, press enter. Then select these 3 parts and press enter again to subtract these parts. Now you can change the visual style back to shaded with edges and have a look. Then to make this cutout, I have to set the UCS to this face first. So type UCS and press enter. Then click here. Then click at this point to specify the X-axis. And click at this point to specify the Y-axis. So the UCS has been placed properly. Then click on rectangle tool or type REC and press enter. Then click anywhere in the drawing area. Click on dimension in the command line. Specify the length as 17 units, press enter. Specify the width as 17 units and press enter again. And left click once to create the square. Now I'll place the square properly, leaving 7 units from bottom. So type M and press enter. Take 7 units extension from this midpoint snap downwards. Then click at this midpoint snap to move the square. Then select the square, click on extrude tool. You can see this is extruding with respect to XY plane, but that's not what I want. So click on direction in the command line. Now click at this point to specify the start point of direction. Then click at this point to specify the end point of direction. So this is now extruded properly. Now I'll subtract this part from this main part. So type SUB and press enter. Select this part, press enter. Select this one and press enter again to subtract. So this 3D model has been created successfully. Hit the like button if you like the video and do subscribe the channel to get more such CAD tutorials. I'll draw this top profile first. So I'll draw these two circles of 20 and 30 units radius. So type C and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Type 20 and press enter to create the circle. Then repeat circle command by pressing enter or spacebar. Click at this center snap. Type 30 and press enter to create this circle. Now the distance between the center and this endpoint snap is 60. So type L and press enter. Click at this quadrant. Move the cursor towards this side. This total distance is 75. So type 75 and press enter. Move the cursor towards this side. Type 60 and press enter. Then click at this quadrant and then press enter to exit from the line command. Then repeat line command. This is 15 units. So take 15 units extension towards this side from the endpoint snap as shown. Make sure the object snap extension is turned on. Press function key F11 to turn it on. Then click at this perpendicular snap and press enter to exit from the line command. Now this thickness is 10 units. So repeat line command and draw a line as shown, crossing this quadrant. Now I'll offset the line to both sides by 5 units. So type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 5 units. Press enter again. Select the line, click in this side. Select the line again and then click in this side and then press enter to exit from the offset command. Then erase this line. Now I'll trim these lines. So type TR and press enter twice and then select the lines as shown and press enter to trim this. Now this is 25 units. So type L and press enter. Click at this quadrant. Move the cursor towards this side. Type 25 and press enter. And then press enter again to exit from the line command. This thickness is 10 units. So type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 5 units. Press enter again. Create 2 offsets on both sides and then press enter to exit. Then delete this line. I'll extend these lines up to this circle. So type EX and press enter twice. Then select the lines and press enter to extend these. Then type L and press enter and draw the line as shown. Now the center to center distance is 75 units. So type C and press enter. Take 75 units extension towards right from the center snap as shown. Radius is 25 here. So type 25 and press enter to draw this circle. Then repeat circle command. Click at the center snap. This die is 20. So type 10 and press enter to create this circle. Then I'll draw this line. So click on line tool and draw this line crossing this circle. Draw this line as well. Now I'll trim this. So type TR and press enter twice and select the parts as shown. And then press enter to trim this. Now I'll select these lines. Right click, go to isolate and then click on hide object to hide these. Now click on press pull tool. This thickness is 15 units. So click inside this boundary. Move the cursor downwards. Type 15 and press enter to extrude it downwards by 15 units. Then click inside this boundary. Move the cursor downwards again. Type 15 again and press enter. Then click inside this boundary again. Move the cursor upwards this time. Type 45 and press enter. Then click inside this boundary. Move the cursor upwards. Type 45 again and press enter. Then click inside this boundary. Move the cursor upwards again. Type 15 and press enter. Then orbit the drawing to come to this side. Then click inside this boundary. Move the cursor upwards again. Type 15 and press enter. And then press enter again to exit from the press pull command. Now type unhide and press enter to unhide the hidden lines. Then click on press pull tool again. Click inside this boundary. Move the cursor upwards. Then click at this center to extrude it upwards by 45 units. And then press enter to exit from the press pull command. Now click on union tool. Select all the parts and press enter to union all the elements into one element. Now for creating the holes, click on circle tool. Come to this face. You can see on whichever face I hover the mouse on, that particular face gets highlighted. This is because I have turned the dynamic UCS on. Press function key F6 to turn it on. Then click at this 3D center. Make sure the 3D object snap is turned on. Press function key F4 to turn it on. Then type 7.5 and press enter to create the circle. Create a circle on this side as well. Then click on press pull tool. Click inside this circle. Then click in this side. Then click inside this circle. Click in this side again and press enter to create the holes. Now I'll create this part. I'll draw a line like this. So type L and press enter. Draw the line as shown. Then repeat line command and draw this line. Then I'll draw an arc like this. So click on center start end arc option. Click at the center snap. Then click at this snap and then at this snap to create this arc. Now I'll select the complete model, right click, go to isolate and click on hide object to hide it. These are the 2D lines, so I'll delete all of these except the ones I require. Now I'll use loft option between this arc and this line and I'll loft with respect to this line. So click on loft tool, select this arc and this line. Press enter, click on path and then select this line to create this surface. Now type unhide and press enter to unhide the model. Now I'll slice the model with respect to the surface. I'll change the visual style to 2D wireframe first. Then click on slice tool or type SLI and press enter. Select the model, press enter again. Click on surface in the command line, then select this surface and press enter to slice this part. Now delete this part and the surface as well. Then change the visual style back to conceptual. So this part has been modeled successfully. So please hit the like button if you like it and share the video, and do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. As you can see, I have generated all the views from the 3D model and then added the dimensions as well. So what you have to do is just click on this downwards arrow below base and then click on model space. So it's prompting me to select the model. By default it selects the entire model in the model space. So just press enter. Then you can just press enter again to get into layout 1 tab. But I want to generate the views in the layout 2 tab. So I'll type layout 2 and press enter. As you can see, the drawing is redirected to a completely new tab. This is the front view. So just left click and then press enter. Then move the cursor downwards to generate the top view and then click somewhere here. Then come to this side to generate the right side view and left click. Then move the cursor towards this side. Just left click to generate the left side view. Then move the cursor downwards. As you can see, the isometric view is generating. This is the southeast isometric view and this one is the southwest isometric view. I'll just click in this side and press enter to generate all the views. Now you can always move the drawing and reposition it if required. I want to change the visual style for this isometric view to shaded. So just double click on this boundary. Then change the visual style to shaded with visible lines. I am changing this visual style to visible lines. This one as well. Now I'll add the dimensions and the center lines. So first I'll set the center line layer as the current layer. Then go to Annotate tab, click on center line. Then select these two lines as shown to generate the center line. Then repeat center line command and add a center line here as well. Now I'll add center marks over here. So click on center mark and then select the circles as shown and press enter to add the center marks. Now I'll add the dimensions. So go to home tab and then set the dimension layer as the current layer. Now first I'll add the linear dimension. So type DLI and press enter. Then click at the 2 points as shown and then just left click in this side to place the dimension. Then repeat linear dimension and add the remaining dimensions as shown. Now I'll move the dimension a bit upwards. So select it, move the cursor on the square, click on move with dimension line and then drag upwards and click here to move it upwards. Don't worry about the yellow mark, it won't show while printing. Then add the remaining linear dimensions as shown. Now for adding the dimensions of the circles, type DDI and press enter. Select the circle. and then click in this side to place the dimension over here. Then repeat dimension diameter command and then place the dimension over here. Add this dimension as well as shown. Then for adding the radius of this arc, type DRA and press enter. Select the arc and then click here to place the dimension over here. Then just add the dimensions in these views as well as shown. Now by using multiletter option, you can add 2 into 15 and guys, if you want me to make a dedicated video for dimensioning, just comment below and let me know. Now the dimensioning part has been completed successfully. I'll adjust the drawing a bit. I'll just move it a bit downwards and a bit towards right as well. Now I'll show you how you can take a print of this. So just press Ctrl key and P key together. Continue to plot in a single sheet. Now you can select a printer from here. I don't have one, I'm too poor. So I'll just convert this into a PDF. Paper size will be A4 but in landscape mode. So I'll select 297 into 210. This should be landscape 2. I want this layout to be plotted, so leave it to layout. The scale is 1:1. That means after taking the print, if you measure this distance with a scale, it will show 60 mm. And if you want a black and white print, then set the plot style table to monochrome. Then click on preview. So this is perfectly okay, I think. Now you can add a border to this and a title block at the bottom right corner using table option and then take a print. Comment below if you want me to make a tutorial on creating a title box. Now close the preview and then click on OK and save the file where you want. So this is what you get. This I have done earlier. So this is how you convert a 3D model into a 2D drawing. I hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something new today. So please hit the like button if you like it and share the video as much as you can. And do subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet to get more such CAD tutorials. So this is it for this video guys. Bye bye.